Test, test, test. 1, 2. Level check. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Well, the weather outside might be frightful, but the weather inside the Alaska Airlines Center for basketball is delightful as the Seawolves and Cardinals will battle it out once again here tonight inside the Alaska Airlines Center. Hi, everybody. Keaton Homer along with you. Glad to have you along wherever you might be tuned in tonight for Seawolf basketball. Seawolves and the Cardinals going back-to-back games here this weekend. Seawolves wrapping up their 8-game homestand here tonight as they try to stay undefeated in non-conference play this season. It was an interesting test, to say the least, for the 17th-ranked Seawolves last night. Seawolves got off to another slow start. It's been an issue that has plagued the Seawolves over the last couple of games. They have gotten off to shaky starts in the opening quarter. They fell behind 25-11 yesterday at the end of the first 10 minutes, and that was the largest margin that UAA has ever trailed by since women's basketball has made the move to quarters back in 2015. But the Seawolves able to erase what was at one point in time in the second quarter an 18-point lead that William Jewell held over the Seawolves, and it went back and forth for a little while in the second half. Finally, the Seawolves able to capture a lead midway through the fourth quarter and never relinquished it, and ended up winning the game yesterday by the final score of 87-83. But the Seawolves have to find a way to get off to better starts, and I'm sure Ryan McCarthy, Coach Afoa, and Coach Kiki Robertson, that is something they have addressed with the team, saying, hey, we just have to find ways to be more productive offensively in the early stages of our games and not dig ourselves a hole. As of yet, it has not really come back to bite UAA other than one time in the loss column for the Seawolves. Seawolves are 7-1, that one loss coming in conference play against Montana State Billings, a game which, by the way, Seawolves never led against the Yellow Jackets a week ago this past Thursday. So the Seawolves taking a break from conference play, which they are 1-1 in the GNAC, as they will get ready to play the Cardinals of William Jewell once again here tonight. Cardinals fell to 2-9 overall, and they are 0-4 in GLVC play. Cardinals, by the way, coming into this weekend, picked up their first win in 33 games against a Division II opponent. They had a 33-game losing streak coming into the matchup against UAA here this weekend. Almost pulled off back-to-back victories. Made it close and interesting last night. We'll see if the same storyline pans out here this evening. A little bit of a later arriving crowd. A lot of snow expected here in the Anchorage area through the course of the night and on into the morning on Monday. Expecting somewhere in the neighborhood of about 1.5 feet of snow to be dumped here in the Anchorage Bowl. So the fans filing into the Alaska Airlines Center a little bit later than normal. We'll step aside, we'll come back, and we'll get ready for the national anthem and the opening tap. You're watching Seawolf basketball here on GoSeawolves.com. We're about ready for our national anthem and starting lineups here in just a moment for the Seawolves and the Cardinals. We'll toss it over to our PA announcer tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you please stand and join us in honoring America with the playing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Welcome to the Alaska Airlines Center on the University of Alaska Anchorage campus for tonight's matchup between William Jewell and your UAA Seawolves. Now let's meet tonight's starting lines brought to you by ConocoPhillips Alaska. First for the Cardinals, a 5'4" senior guard, number 2, Deasia Williams. A 5'11" sophomore guard, number 4, Kate Hilliard. A 6-foot freshman guard forward, number 10, Cody Frank. A 5'10" freshman guard forward, number 14, Emery Zars. And a 5'8" freshman guard, number 23, Aiden Shannon. The head coach of the Cardinals is Joe Slowinski, with assistant coaches Kevin Avona and Mary Williams. Now, fans, let's make some noise for the Seawolves. Here's the start for the Seawolves. At guard, a 5'5" senior from Jewell, Alaska, number 2, Pregame. A 5'6" sophomore guard from Illinois, number 5, guard, a 5'8" senior from Anchorage, Alaska, number 13, Jewell. And third, a 6'2" sophomore from Cardinals, number 14, the head coach of your Seawolves, Ryan McCarthy, assisted by Jewell and Kiki Robertson. Let's make some noise for Seawolves.
Seawolves tonight wearing their green uniforms with gold and white trim. The Cardinals of William Jewell wearing their white uniforms with red and black trim. Cardinals here in the opening half will work left to right. Seawolves will work right to left. Glad to have you along wherever you're tuned in for Seawolf basketball. It's the final home game of the 2022 portion of the schedule for the Seawolves here tonight. And we'll go on the road for the rest of December and on into January as well. After this evening, Seawolves get the opening tap. Nicole Pinckney running the point. A little bit of a mix-up and shake-up for the Seawolves in the starting lineup tonight. Jazz Evans getting her third start of the season out on the floor tonight. Seawolves are going to be a little bit short-handed here this evening as Hajdukovic gives it up to Evans deep in the shot clock. 5 seconds. Evans hangs, can't get the shot to go. Robertson with the rebound and can't get the putback. She had a couple of those shots last night from in close that she couldn't get to fall either, and misses a putback opportunity on that opening possession for UAA. But as I was saying, Seawolves are going to be short-handed tonight. Anaya Moore is out tonight. Suffered a knee injury yesterday. As spinning and finishing as Aiden Shannon gets the bucket. And the Cardinals capture the opening points of the game. Jana able to rattle down a 3, coming off of that 25-point performance last night. But Anaya Moore out tonight, so the Seawolves short-handed in terms of guard depth here tonight. We'll see how Coach McCarthy handles that. As Chloe Frank kicks it back out on the perimeter, gets it right back. 7 on the shot clock as Deasia Collier-Williams turns the basketball over. Well, it was the Rab and Hajdukovic show last night. The seniors took over for UAA as Vishay Rab poured in a career-high 27 points. They combined for 52 points last night. Those performances by Hajdukovic and Rab, it's the first time in 10 years the Seawolves have had a pair of players score 25 points or more in the same game. Jana unable to get the shot to go, but then a held ball, and the possession arrow will give it back to the Cardinals. Well, the Cardinals yesterday, they got off to such a terrific start shooting the basketball. In the first quarter, they shot 64% from the field, and they were 5 of 7 in the first 10 minutes of yesterday's game from behind the three-point line. As Rab corrals the defensive rebound, pushes it up the floor. Vishay keeps it and is fouled. And Vishay hit the floor pretty hard, a little bit slow to get to her feet. And Rab will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Deasia Collier-Williams called for her first foul tonight. First team foul against the Cardinals as well, as Rab steps to the line. As Vishay easily knocks down the free throw. She was 4 of 4 from the free throw line last night. Vishay misses that one, but Jana hauls in an offensive rebound, so the Seawolves get another crack at it. 4-2 lead for UAA. Hajdukovic shovels it off. Robertson misses the mid-range. Jana with another board. 3-ball Rab, yes! Seawolves capitalizing on second chance points. And a much better start for the Seawolves here tonight. And a whistle away from the basketball. And it's going to be called against Vishay Rab. First foul against Rab. As Chloe Frank launches the three. Left it short off the front of the iron. Robertson clears the board. Brianna Bay. Swing it to Rab in the corner. Ball loose on the floor, and Bay ties it up, and the arrow will keep it with the Seawolves. As Nicole Pinckney will check in, Jazz Evans steps out for a moment for the Seawolves as Pinckney lobs it into Hajdukovic. Nicole rifles a pass to Bay for three. Ball ripped away by Vishay Rab as soon as Chloe Frank brought it down. Rab just ripped it away and put it back up and in. And the Seawolves have a 7-point lead. 6:24 and counting here in the opening quarter. Down low, Emmy Zars can't get it. Put back is no good, but Zars is fouled, and she'll go to the line. Emery Zars last night had 23 points on 9 of 16 shooting. Zars backs down the free throw. 68% free throw shooter on the season is Zars. And misses the second. As Pinckney swung it to Bay briefly. Now Hajdukovic working off the dribble. Pinckney will pull the trigger on the three. Left it a little short. Robertson with another offensive rebound. It's already the 6th offensive rebound for the Seawolves. As Rab, count the bucket and one for Vishay. And this is more like the starts that we are accustomed to for the Seawolves. And head coach Jill Slominski chatting with the official about that last whistle as Rab at the line. Knocks down the free throw. Twelve to 3. Seawolves in control right now. As Emery Zars gives it up. Mid-range jumper off the heel that time by Libby Arnold. Count the bucket and one on the putback though. Is the foul going to be whistled against Nicole Pinckney? As Kate Hillier, the sophomore from Eureka, Missouri, at the line, completes the three-point play. Pinckney wasting no time, bringing the ball up ahead. Rab, heat check, off the front of the iron. Vishay Rab already with 9 points. Aiden Shannon almost stepped out of bounds that time to Zars. The heel just did hover above the sideline. As Zars gives it up. Shannon, 5 seconds. And now a whistle comes in. As the Cardinals turn the basketball over. Breaking the action, 4:54 to go here in the opening quarter. Seawolves out in front by 6, 12 to 6. Step aside. This is Seawolf basketball, presented by GoSeawolves.com.
Visit GCI.com for more information. Seawolf Athletics powered by GCI.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school and graduate debt-free. That education helped me get to the first day of my career, a job that I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from my service helped me buy my first home. And I take pride knowing I will be the first to respond if my community ever needs me. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.
Seawolves off to a much better start than a night ago as they have a 12-6 lead. They are 4 of 12 from the field to start, 2 of 6 from behind the arc, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Lachey Rab leading all scorers so far tonight, already has 9 points on 3 of 5 shooting. The Cardinals are 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from behind the arc. They are 2 of 3 from the stripe as well so far to start tonight, as Ingram will launch the 3. He left it short. Ingram last night was 0 of 6 from behind the arc. Lob it in, down low, off the fingertips of Zars and out of bounds. Libby Arnold tried to lob it in there. And Zars unable to hang on to it. As now Rihanna Bay will run the point here. Hands off to Bay. Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. As Ingram again will launch the 3. Left it a little short. Good rebound on the box out by Zars that time. Zars had a double-double performance. Those 23 points, also had 10 rebounds. Is all the way to the hoop. Aiden Shannon lays it up and in. As Robertson off the back of the iron. Rebound falls into the hands of Kate Hillier, and now a reach in and a foul going to be called against UAA. It's the 14th foul against the Seawolves, as wholesale substitutions will come in for the Seawolves. Hajdukovic, Mack, Bearfield, and Pinckney on the floor. Rihanna Bay does stay out for the Seawolves. Last foul was whistled against Jazz Evans. Picked up her first foul tonight. Spinning, left hand, gets the friendly roll that time, does Emery Zars. Just like that, Cardinals within a couple. Hajdukovic parries the 3. Jana last night, 5 of 7 from behind the arc. Has hit a couple of three-point field goals already. Count the bucket and 1 on the other end, though, for Libby Arnold. Seawolves did a poor job getting back in defense transition. After a made three-point bucket, they get caught sleeping. So Arnold completes the three-point play. And so back and forth we go here in the last couple of minutes of the opening quarter. Seawolves, after a decent start, have cooled off here. Haley Bearfield with the right-hand dribble. Tough shot, somehow able to get it to go. Haley came alive offensively a little bit yesterday. Knocked down her first three-point shots of the season. Knocked down a couple of threes, had 8 points. As Aiden Shannon gives it up. Collier Williams here on the near side, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Launches the 3 and banks in. Pinckney, pump fakes, Reverse it over here to the near side. Bearfield for three. And Haley Bearfield starting to find her shooting groove a little bit here in the last couple of nights. As Collier Williams feeds it in down low. Libby Arnold double team, kicks it back out. Boylan three ball off the window. Back-to-back threes in which they have banked it in. The window is there, why not use it, I guess? Tubby Tovia, Trower blocking foul. Tubby kind of got in the air there. Thought for a moment it was going to be a travel. Third team foul against Jewell here in the first quarter. As Hajdukovic comes flying in to get the entry pass. 1 point lead for the Seawolves as Evans hangs, fires. Unable to get it to go. Robertson knocked it out of bounds. And now the Cardinals with a chance to take the lead. Cardinals led to start the game 2-0. That was their only lead so far. A chance to recapture it here on this possession as Boylan hesitates, puts it on the floor, and traveled. As Bay will check back in, Nicole Pinckney will take a seat. It's going to be a rotation at the guard spot here tonight without Anaya Moore. So Bay, Pinckney, and even Evans running the point a little bit. Haley Bearfield with the bucket, now has 7 points on 3 of 3 shooting. Shot clock is off. Cardinals can hold for the final shot of the quarter as Bree Shannon, coming off of her career high performance last night, finds Aiden Shannon. Aiden with 3 seconds. Shot good if it goes, and it's well short from Katie Knott. So at the end of the first quarter, Seawolves have a 3-point lead, 22-19. Step aside, we'll get back for quarter number 2. This is Seawolf basketball presented by GoSeawolves.com. Seawolves in that first quarter shot 40% from the field. They were 8 of 20. They were also 40% from behind the arc, 4 of 10. Jewell in the opening quarter, 7 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. They got off to a little bit of a shaky start in the first couple 3 minutes, but able to weather that storm. And now the three-pointer from the right side, Kate Hilliard, knocks it down, and we're tied at 22. As Bay uses the screen of Robertson. Pass broken up, knocked away. Bree Shannon trying to track it down, but it's Chloe Frank that picks up the loose ball. Shannon, Bree Shannon that is, had 19 points last night, is spinning with the left hand. Unable to get that one to fall with Zars. But Shannon, Bree Shannon averaging 3.4 points per game now because of last night's performance. Came into the weekend averaging 1.9 points per game prior to that offensive explosion for Bree Shannon. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Rab steps through. Foul occurred on the floor. This is the first team foul against the Cardinals here in the second quarter. As Kate Hillier picks up her first foul. As Rihanna Bay will check out. Hajdukovic in the paint, can't get it to go. Robertson lost it out of bounds. Collier Williams gives it up. Emery Zars popped out briefly as Chloe Frank now gets an entry pass down low and is fouled from behind. And now Chloe Frank, the freshman from Gardner, Iowa, will go to the free throw line as Frank misses the first. Chloe last night had 9 points on 3 of 9 shooting. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line last night. And Frank misses both free throws on that trip to the line. So we're still tied at 22 as Pinckney almost fumbled it away, but got it back. Jana drives the baseline. Nicole gives it to Rab. 10 on the shot clock is Pinckney. Jana will launch the three. Hillier picks up the defensive board and brings it up ahead. Seawolves now scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 39 seconds. A game time as Evans rips it away. 2-on-1 the other way. Evans keeps it herself, lays it up and in. First points tonight for Jazz. Had 8 points on 3 of 7 last night. Zars skip pass to the left side over to Hillier. Collier Williams can't dial it up from long range, and a foul going to be called against Emery Zars. As Zars picks up her first foul. Second team foul against William Jewell here in the second quarter. Tubby Tavia in that high post area. Now we'll go baseline, it's cut off. Pinckney will launch the three this time and knock it down. Five-point lead now for the Seawolves. And stepping on the sideline, that right heel just did clip it. As Chloe Frank commits the turnover, it's the 6th turnover tonight, second committed by Frank. As Haley Bearfield will check in, Vishay Rab will take a seat. Pinckney comes off the screen, pulls up at the free throw line, in and out on the shot. Rebound hauled in by Frank. Now it's the Cardinals who have gone scoreless for a period of time now. The last 3 minutes and 55 seconds. As Chloe Frank, 7 on the shot clock and a whistle and 3-second violation against the Cardinals. Never got out of the key to reset. Ingram. Evans step back, 17-footer, buries it. 4 points tonight now for Jazz. Seawolves now on a 7-0 run. And a whistle. A foul going to be called against Tubby Tavia.
Foul's called against number 1, Tubby Tavia.
In the right corner, Aiden Shannon. Looked like she thought about the 3 for a moment, but didn't shoot it. Collier-Williams swings it to the top of the key, back to Shannon in the right corner. Under 10 on the shot clock, and another turnover committed by the Cardinals. As Ingram off target that time, and almost a double dribble by Libby Arnold. Nice pass by Collier-Williams. Jump shot. That time by Emery Zars. Bounces off the iron after it hit a couple of times. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in the first half. As Zars reaching, going to be called against Haley Bearfield. Brings us to a break in the action. 3:58 to go here in the second quarter. Seawolves out in front by 7, 29-22. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more Seawolf basketball presented by GoSeawolves.com.
Seawolves, get next level care and the best experience in the air with no change fees on main and first class fares. Visit AlaskaAir.com tonight.
Don't re-roof, restore with Alaska Roof Restorations, specializing in the inspection, repair, and restoration of existing flat, low slope, and metal roofs. Our completely seamless system seals out water and is proven to perform in Alaska's tough climate, offering a long-lasting, cost-effective, sustainable alternative to traditional re-roofing. Plus, with maintenance reapplication and a renewable warranty, your roof can last the life of the building. Contact us today for a free quote. AlaskaRoofRestorations.com.
Seawolves on a 7-0 run over the last 5 minutes and 50 seconds. The last field goal that the Cardinals had came at the 9:51 mark in the second quarter. Kate Hillier's three-point jumper was the last made field goal for the Cardinals, so it's been a little while. Yet, kind of hanging around, only trailing by 7. Deep three by Frank, and it missed everything. Seawolves trying to extend their 7-point lead. UAA is led by as many as 9 so far tonight. As Bay finds Ajdukovic. Robertson just inside the arc. It's a long 2-point jumper, and she knocks it down. That's just the largest lead of the game at 9. Baseline jumper, Aiden Shannon. Ends the scoreless drought. With that field goal does Aiden Shannon. As the Cardinals went a little over 6 minutes without a field goal prior to that made bucket by Aiden Shannon. They get a defensive stop, and now Collier Williams racing toward the hoop, hit the underside of the rim. Seawolves trying to push the tempo a little bit. Open three for Bay, no. And a foul gonna be called against Ajdukovic.
Foul call number 13, John Ajdukovic.
So Jana picks up the foul. It's her first foul tonight. 4th team foul against the Seawolves with 2:37 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, you're good, Ray! Dive!
Ball poked free for a moment. Aiden Shannon launches the three and knocks it down. Back-to-back buckets for Aiden Shannon. Rab trying to answer. Unlucky on the shot. Vichet has been quiet after she got off to a good start, scoring 9 of the first 12 points for the Seawolves. That pass offline intended for Libby Arnold. As Pinckney, double screen set at the top of the key, gives it up. Rab, and a blocking foul against the Cardinals. It'll be the 3rd team foul.
Blocking foul called against William Jewell.
As Chloe Frank picks up her 2nd foul. Rab on the entry. Rab creates a little bit of space. Able to get the bucket to go this time. Rab now in double figures with 11. Hillier, wow, knocks it down. As Pinckney, 15-footer. Williams throws it up ahead, and the finish by Emery Zars. Nice vision by Deasia Collier-Williams, and the finish by Zars as we're under a minute to play here in the first half. Ajdukovic dishes it off, baseline jumper, Robertson, no. Coming in to get the defensive rebound is Collier-Williams. 3 ball from the left side, left a little bit short. Shot clock and game clock almost in sync. Matter of fact, I think they can actually turn the shot clock off, because it's a little bit more time on the shot clock. As Ajdukovic, count the bucket and one for Jana. So Ajdukovic will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Jana last night was 2 of 5 from the free throw line. As now we're going to perhaps maybe take a look at the replay monitor to see who committed the foul, as the officials send the teams to the respective benches. So the foul was called against Libby Arnold. See if indeed the foul stays against Arnold or if they change it. And or if they change it from a common foul to a flagrant potentially, but I don't think there was anything flagrant. I would assume more than likely they're checking to make sure they got the correct player. So Ryan McCarthy in his 11th season at the helm of the Seawolf basketball program. Very emphatic with his instruction, coaching. So the officials take a look at the replay monitor. And apparently it was actually Joe Slavinsky that challenged the call. So it costs a 30-second timeout. Hajdukovic cannot complete the three-point play. His shot good if it goes, but it's wide of the mark. As that will do it for the first half. So the Seawolves will go into the locker room with a 4-point lead, 35-31. We'll step aside, we'll cut back, take a look at the first half stats and also other scores from around the GNAC conference as well. Seawolves out in front by 4, 35-31. This is Seawolf basketball.
Alaska now offers care close to where you live and work. Our new Midtown clinic features urgent care and primary care services for the whole family. We offer same-day appointments 7 days a week. We also have a physical therapy gym to help you get back in tip-top shape. One location, whole family care. Learn more at alaska.providence.org.
All right, fans, it's time for the Alaska Airlines half-court shot. Let's make some noise for our contestant, Jason. Jason will have 2 tries to make a half-court shot. If he makes it, a little round-trip ticket to anywhere Alaska Airlines flies. Good luck, Jason.
Take away the bank and freeze, and it wasn't that bad of half.
Hey, fans, let's give him a hand. To purchase your Seawolf gear tonight, visit the Seawolf store, conveniently located in the Packer Family Pavilion here at the Alaska Airlines Center. Fans, just a reminder that Concessions has a wide variety of your favorite snacks available for purchase in the Packer Family Pavilion. Whether it's hot dogs, popcorn, nachos, or candy, Concessions has it all. Also, beer and wine is available near section 112 and 113 for those of you 21 and over. Enjoy the game tonight and remember to designate a sober driver home. Fans, don't let fans drive drunk. Don't drive impaired. Arrive alive. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Fans, direct your attention to the Alaska Army National Guard student section as we recognize tonight's Alaska 529 fan of the game. Congratulations to Zamias, who's tonight's Alaska 529 fan of the game. Zamias is taking home some sweet UAA swag.
Open one of the first 5,000 new accounts this year, and you may receive a $250 contribution with our Dash to Save incentive program. Head to the starting line with just $25 and start your education savings today. Certain restrictions apply to the website for details. To learn about Alaska 529, investment objectives, risks, and costs, carefully read the official statement available at alaska529plan.com/dash-to-save.
Alaska's fastest internet is now even faster. GCI is the first to offer ultra-fast.
Here at halftime at the Alaska Airlines Center, Seawolves out in front by 4, 35-31. Both teams still in the locker room getting ready for second half action. We'll get into the stats here in a moment. Around the conference, this is the only game going on here on a Sunday evening. All other action on pause around the GNAC until tomorrow when Seattle Pacific is in action against Dominican in San Rafael, California. Seawolves after tonight, they will go on the road for a long stretch. They will go to Cal State Dominguez Hills, and they're at Bethesda, and then they pick conference play back up on the 29th and 31st of December at Western Washington, which is going to be a huge early conference game for the Seawolves, and at Simon Fraser. And then they're at UAF on January 7th. Seawolves do not have a home game and don't play a home game until January 12th against Central Washington and January 14th against Northwest Nazarene. So the Seawolves, who have had 8 straight home games, they've played at home since the end of November, actually middle of November if you want to include the Great Alaska Shootout games. Homestand so far that has seen them go 6-7 so far. Have won 6 of the last 7, I should say, at home to start. Trying to win 7 of 8 here tonight. We take a look at the first half stats. Seawolves in the first half, they were 14 of 36 from the field, 5 of 16 from behind the arc. They were 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Seawolves were led by Vishay Rabs, 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Was 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Had a couple of rebounds as well. Jana Hajdukovic had 8 points on 3 of 6. Kate Robertson, a couple of points on 1 of 6 shooting. Nicole Pinckney with 3 points. Jazz Evans with 4. Had 7 points for Haley Bearfield so far tonight. Seawolves only had 1 turnover in that first half. I'm sure when you're looking up and down the stat sheet and Ryan McCarthy sees that, he has to be really pleased with the way his team took care of the basketball in that first half. They had 16 rebounds and 7 assists, did the Seawolves as well. Stats for William Jewell in the first half. They were 12 of 23 from the field, 4 of 9 from behind the arc, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. They were led by the 9 points of Aiden Shannon, who was 4 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from behind the arc in 16 minutes of play. Emery Zars had 5 points. Kate Hillier had 8 points. Skylar Boylan had 3. Libby Arnold with 3. And Deasia Collier-Williams had 3 points as well. Cardinals had 19 rebounds, 8 assists. They turned the ball over 9 times in that first half. Seawolves points off turnovers 8-0. As the Cardinals unable to capitalize on the 1 turnover that they were able to force in that first 20 minutes of action. A little bit of a lighter crowd here at the Alaska Airlines Center tonight. I'm sure the weather here in the Anchorage area keeping a lot of fans at home. Severe weather warning here in the Anchorage Bowl. Expecting somewhere in the neighborhood, parts of town getting up to 16 inches of snow. This coming on when less than, 3 or 4 days ago, already had another huge storm here in the Anchorage area that began this past Tuesday. Went on into Wednesday. And dumped over 1.5 feet of snow just a few days ago. Some of the streets here in the Anchorage area still have yet to be completely plowed. And now more snow coming. So as I was walking into the Alaska Airlines Center, it was already falling and already accumulating. So another severe winter weather here in the Anchorage area. As the Cardinals out on the floor getting warmed up for the second half. Seawolves still back in the locker room. UAA men's basketball team will be back in action in a couple of weeks as the Seawolf men basketball team here at the Alaska Airlines Center will take on Portland Bible on December 28th and 29th, back-to-back games. And then also on Saturday the 31st, New Year's Eve, Seawolves and Nanooks will play on New Year's Eve here at the Alaska Airlines Center. So the UAA men's basketball team will be front and center here at the end of December for a couple of games against Portland Bible and then back to conference action against their rivals from up north. We're a couple of minutes away from getting the second half underway. We'll step aside. We'll come back for half number 2. Seawolves out in front, 35-31. This is Seawolf Basketball presented by GoSeawolves.com. Well, Seawolves back out on the floor, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Teams will switch directions here in the second half. Seawolves will work left to right, as the Cardinals will work right to left. Yesterday at halftime, Cardinals had a lead at the end of the first half, and now it's the Seawolves that have a 4-point lead, 35-31. Seawolves and Cardinals really got the offense going in the third quarter last night. We'll see if that holds serve here in quarter number 3 as the Seawolves have the basketball to start. As Pinckney at the right elbow knocks down the jump shot. Comes off the screen and buries a 15-footer. So the Seawolves get off to a good start here in the third. Can the Cardinals respond? Well, they turn it over on their first possession of the third quarter. As Pinckney running the point comes off the screen of Tavia. Rab on the drive with the right hand, just left it a little short. Back-to-back turnovers as Chloe Frank throws it away. This team for Jill Slominski is a very young team. You look up and down the roster, Deasia Collier-Williams is the lone, actually check that, she's the lone senior starter for the Cardinals as the Seawolves will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Tubby Tavia steps to the line. There are a couple of other seniors listed on the Cardinals roster. As Tavia knocks down the free throw. Mary Capron, one of a couple of seniors listed on the Cardinals roster. But outside of that, this is a very young squad. Bree Shannon, a freshman. Aiden Shannon, a freshman. Emery Czar's another freshman. As Aiden Shannon dribbled it off the back of their foot, diving on the floor, and now a foul going to be called against the Seawolves. See who it goes against. It looks like it might be Rab, and it is. Vishay diving on the floor, trying to get the loose ball. Called for the foul. Second foul for Vishay. First team foul the third quarter against the Seawolves. Just from the left of the circle that time. Emery Czars can't dial it up from long range. As Evans hesitates, drives baseline, throws it in the corner. 3-ball, Rab, no. Rebound, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with UAA. As Tubby Tavia giving chase. Was not going to yield an easy defensive rebound for William Jewell. As Kate Robertson checks back in. Rab can't finish. Robertson, though, picks up the missed shot. It's the 7th rebound by Robertson tonight. 4 points as well for Kate. 2 minutes gone by here in the third. As Czars called for the offensive foul. Cardinals yet to score here in the third quarter. Seawolves have gone on a 7-0 run. Zajdukovic surveying the floor. Into Robertson at the right block. Pinckney will give it up. 4 seconds. Robertson, the reverse. It's the largest lead of the game for UAA at 11 points. As Hillier pulls up, Hajdukovic clears the board. Pinckney and Rihanna travel. Bay was so wide open. I think she was just a little indecisive when she found herself all alone. Whether she wanted to shoot the three or get a little bit closer. Break of the action, 6:56 to go here in the third. Seawolves out in front by 11, 42-31. Step aside, this is Seawolf basketball, presented by GoSeawolves.com.
The winning number is 35008. That's 35008. If that's your number, please bring it to the concourse to one of the Benton Bay Lions Club members. Thanks to everyone who participated in the Benton Bay Lions Club 50-50. Tonight's winner receives $180. Here's that number one more time. It's ticket number 35008.
Here to start the third quarter, Seawolves 3 of 6. First few minutes of the third, they've already poured in 7 points. Cardinals yet to score here in the third quarter. They're 0 for 2 from the field. You've turned the ball over 3 times here in the third quarter. Collier Williams picked up by Rihanna Bay in the front court. Turnaround shot and the friendly roll that time for Chloe Frank. As Bay will give it up to Evans. Evans. Behind the back dribble by Hajdukovic. Evans, as Robertson comes out to set the screen. Evans on the drive! And Jazz, that was 6. Rab got a hand on it. Vichet picks it up. Vichet, coast to coast. The steal and the bucket. And now the defense leading the offense for UAA. As after the missed shot, a whistle comes in. And a foul going to be called against UAA. And a foul as Kate Robertson charged with the foul.
That's her third.
Third foul against Robertson. Having trouble getting it in as Hillier was close to a 5-second call. Just did get it in. Frank into the corner. Aiden Shannon. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Chloe Frank. And now a foul against the Seawolves. It's the third team foul. As Jana Hajdukovic called for the foul. Picks up her second. Nice pass by Libby Arnold, and fouled was Kate Hillier. And Hillier will go to the line for 2 shots. Seawolves picked up 3 fouls in the span of about 25 seconds. So Hillier at the stripe. Good free throw shooter, 81% on the season. Hillier was 3 of 4 from the line last night, knocks down a pair of free throws here. As Bay brings it up ahead for the Seawolves. Ajdukovic. Evans creating. Evans, wild shot that time. Aiden Shannon double teamed and fouled, and it will put the Cardinals at the free throw line with 4:39 to go in the third. It's the 5th team foul against UAA. And the Cardinals will be at the line after this break. Seawolves out in front, 46-35. We'll step aside. This is Seawolf basketball. So the Cardinals will be at the free throw line after the Seawolves have picked up their 5th team foul already here in the third quarter. So Aiden Shannon at the line. 56% free throw shooter on the season, 14 of 25. As the freshman able to rattle in the first. Shannon misses the second. 10-point lead for the Seawolves. Tavia drives the baseline, hangs, fires, count it, and one for Tubby Tavia. Tavia can't complete the three-point play, but Evans gets the offensive rebound. Evans left it short, but was fouled, and Jazz will go to the line. Libby Arnold charged with the foul as Jazz will go back to the line. First free throw attempts tonight for Evans. And easily knocks down the first. If there's been one spot that Jazz has struggled, it's been at the free throw line a little bit this season. Hits 1 out of 2, but Rabb with another offensive rebound. Ingram for 3. Evans bats it into the corner, but it's finally tracked down by Libby Arnold. Seawolves now have 10 offensive rebounds on the night as Aiden Shannon on the drive left it a little bit short. Pinckney picks it up, and Nicole will bring it up ahead. Nicole Pinckney will back it out. Tavia sets the screen. A little pick and roll action, and Tubby Tavia. Selby reaching in and called for the foul. And we'll put the Cardinals at the free throw line for a couple of shots. As Deasia Collier-Williams checks back in, and Aiden Shannon will take a seat. As Libby Arnold, the 5'10 junior out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, will go to the line. Second free throw for Arnold is good. Bearfield comes back into the game for the Seawolves as Vishay Rab will take a seat. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the third. Pinckney will pull the trigger on the three, in and out. Bearfield with another offensive rebound and a foul called against the Cardinals. Emery Zars. It's the 15th foul against William Jewell. So 2 shots coming up. As Haley Bearfield. That foul by Zars, by the way, is her 4th. As Bearfield, 75% free throw shooter, easily knocks down the first. Seawolves outscoring the Cardinals here in this third quarter, 18-7 so far. Chloe Frank traveled. As Evans steps back for 3, in and out. Ball loose on the floor, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with UAA. It's Pinckney. Gets it into Ingram near the left corner. Bearfield mid-range, missed everything. As Collier-Williams corrals it. Her pass broken up, went out of bounds off Collier-Williams. The quick hands of Evans forcing the turnover.
And number 11, Brandon Bay.
As Bay will bring it up ahead. Rachel Ingram pops out for 3. It's the 6th made three-point field goal tonight by UAA. They're 6 of 21 for the game. Cardinals tonight, they're 4 of 10 from behind the arc. Coming up on 90 seconds to play here in the third. Bearfield got a hand on it, but Hillier able to hang on to the pass. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline jumper by Frank, misses everything. Seawolves come away with it. Pushing it up the floor is Ingram. Bearfield hesitates, now on the drive. Haley Bearfield is fouled and will go to the line. Chance for Bearfield to get in double figures. She has 9 points so far tonight. As Haley knocks down the first. Second free throw in and out, and a foul going to be called against Chloe Frank. Got that left arm extended. And it's the fourth foul against Frank. As Rayana Bay will go to the free throw line, the senior out of Palo Alto, California. Misses the first. So Frank and Zars for the Cardinals each have 4 fouls apiece, as the second free throw for Bay is no good. Went 0 for 2 on that trip. Collier Williams for 3, offline that time. Libby Arnold stepped on the baseline and will give the basketball back to UAA.
Back in for the Cardinals, number 11, Skylar Boylan.
Haley Bearfield has tied her career high of 10 points. Came earlier this year against La Sierra, way back on November the 6th, the opening game of the season for UAA. Tavia, nice jump stop. Shot was partially blocked, got it back. Ingram for 3, knocks it down. With a hand in her face, buries the triple. And the Seawolves pouring it on here in the third quarter. About a second differential between shot clock and game clock. As Arnold at the right elbow. Boylan can't get the shot to go. Too strong off the glass. Evans with 7 seconds. Ingram running the floor. Ingram kicks it out. Evans, good if it goes. Left it short. And that will do it for the third quarter. A strong third quarter for the Seawolves. They outscore the Cardinals 25-7 and have built a 60-38 lead at the end of 3. We'll step aside. We'll come back for the final quarter. You're watching Seawolf basketball presented by GoSeawolves.com.
Learn about career opportunities at NationalGuard.com.
Seawolves in that third quarter, they were 9 of 19 from the field, 2 of 6 from behind the arc. Mentioned they outscored the Cardinals 25-7. Cardinals had 1 field goal in that third quarter. They were 1 of 9 from the field. They were 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Boylan will kick it out. Collier Williams for 3. Rebound ripped away that time by Tavia. As Bay here on the near side finds Bearfield. Turnaround shot, tough one. Left it a little short. Cardinals threw it back in, right into the hands of the Seawolves. And now the shot clock. Look like they're gonna reset it here. See what they want to reset it to. It looked like possession changed, at least briefly. I mean, the Cardinals threw it back in play. Possession had changed for a second. But nevertheless, they reset it to 18 seconds. As Bearfield On the drive with the left hand, can't get it to go. Emery Zars. Zars playing with those 4 fouls. 14 on the shot clock as Chloe Frank, turnaround shot, 16-footer, can't get it to go, and the rebound by Zars. And a foul against UAA. Jasper Evans picks up the foul. It's her second foul tonight. First team foul against UAA. Ball knocked out of bounds. Vishay Rab arguing that it was touched by Kate Hillier. But it will stay with the Cardinals. On the drive, Aiden Shannon. Count it and 1 for Aiden Shannon. Well, actually, check that, Bree Shannon. First points tonight for Bree Shannon. As Bree knocks down the free throw. Almost got a steal to Bree Shannon. As Rab will fake the handoff, keep the dribble alive, finds Ajdukovic in the paint. Swing it here to the near side. Under 10 on the shot clock, skip pass. 3 ball, in and outs. Rebound and the putback by Vishay Rab. It's the 15th offensive rebound for the Seawolves tonight. 15-5 on the offensive glass, dominating by the Seawolves. Pinckney pulls up. Ripped away by Nicole Pinckney. Up ahead to Evans. Evans, Rab, and a traveling violation against UAA. And an immediate timeout called by Coach Ryan McCarthy. 30-second timeout. Out of the timeout. Cardinals will bring the ball up the floor. As Aiden Shannon now on the drive, gets the friendly bounce that time. And a traveling violation against Rihanna Bay. So the Seawolves back-to-back possessions into turnovers. As Nicole Pinckney will come in for Jazz Evans. It's only the fourth turnover committed by UAA tonight. Cardinals have turned the ball over 16 times this evening. There's Bree Shannon into the corner, the three. Offline from Chloe Frank, the offensive rebound by Hillier as Hillier traveled. Fell to the floor with the basketball, called for the travel. Pinckney double teamed the backcourt for a brief moment, brings it across the timeline now. So he'll set up the half-court offense as Pinckney straight away knocks it down. And Nicole now with 7 points. Open three from the right side, buried it that time to Kate Hillier. Hillier shoots the three at a pretty decent rate, 47% from behind the arc. It's the second three-point field goal for Hillier here tonight. As the foul called against Vache Rab on the offensive foul. It's her third foul tonight. Rab, Hajdukovic, each have 3 fouls apiece. Kate Robertson has 4. As the corner three, too strong that time. Bay picks up the defensive rebound. Seawolves out rebounding the Cardinals 34-31 so far tonight as Rab will launch the three. Kate Hillier got tied up with Hajdukovic, able to get the defensive rebound. Frank for three.
Ball goes out of bounds to the Seawolves. Back in the game for UAA number 5, Jasper Evans.
As Evans comes back in, 5:01 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hajdukovic can't get the friendly bounce. Robertson with an offensive board. As Bay on the drive. Rihanna Bay will go to the line.
Rihanna Bay back to the line to shoot 2.
As Bay misses the free throw, she's now 0 for 3 from the line. Seawolves struggling from the free throw line tonight. They are 7 of 16 from the line. Now 8 of 17. Cardinals tonight are 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Hillier. Nowhere to go, gives it up. It's Bree Shannon. Three ball by Deasia Collier-Williams. Off the mark, Seawolves get the defensive board. Jana Hajdukovic has it erased from behind. Somehow the ball stays in bounds. As Aiden Shannon for three, knocks it down. 65-49. Seawolves swing it over to the far side. Rab gets a touch. Vichet leading scorer tonight, 15 points. And now Robertson can't get the short jumper to go. And now it's the Seawolves who have got scoreless. They are one of their last 5 from the field, and back-to-back threes as Kate Hillier knocks down the bucket. It's 65-52. Rab on the drive. Drew the contact and will go to the line for 2. As the foul going to be whistled against Deasia Collier-Williams, which is her 4th. So Vichet at the line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And knocks down the first. In and out. As Katie Knock hands it off. Hillier was open, calling for it. Cardinals unable to get her the ball in time. As Aiden Shannon, the runner. Evans spinning. Jana for 3, count it, and 1 for Jana. It's the 5th foul against Deasia Collier-Williams as her night comes to a close. Finishes the evening with 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 1 of 5 from behind the arc. Had 6 assists tonight and 7 rebounds as well. So Jana Hajdukovic at the free throw line, trying to complete the 4-point play. And she does. Hajdukovic now with 12 points on 4 of 9 shooting. She's 3 of 5 from behind the arc. As Hillier double team. Bree Shannon, contact, no whistle. Ball loose on the floor as the Seawolves come away with it. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Ten seconds on the shot clock as Pinckney. The high post, the backdoor cut. Jana Hajdukovic. Hillier. As Hillier will go to the line for 2 shots. Tubby Tavia picking up the foul. It's her 4th foul tonight. As Kate Hillier misses the first free throw. Hillier tonight, 16 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 5 from behind the arc. And 0 of 2 on that trip to the free throw line, but the Cardinals get an offensive rebound. And a held ball, the possession arrow will give it back to UAA. Well, the Cardinals since 2013, all-time against ranked opponents. They are now 2-24 after the loss last night to UAA. And it's looking, for all intents and purposes, a fall to 2-25. Their last win against a ranked opponent was back in 2021 against 23rd ranked Southern Indiana. The Seawolves, on the other hand, are going to win their 32nd consecutive as Ajdukovic misses the three. 32nd consecutive game against a Division II non-conference opponent. As Aiden Shannon will go to the line after she drew the foul. The Seawolves, coming into tonight, have won 66 of their last 68 regular season games against Division II non-conference opponents. That is impressive. So Aiden Shannon at the line. 1 for 2 tonight, has 17 points. As Shannon rattles it in. Second free throw barely hit the iron. And a foul against UAA. Shannon, a new career high in points. Previous career high was 14. Has 18 points tonight. As Kate Robertson fouls out tonight. Finishes the game with 6 points on 3 of 9 shooting tonight. As Katie Knock at the line. The left-handed shooter misses the first free throw. Second free throw was good. Knock was 5 of 5 from the free throw line prior to that miss on the season. Shot clock should have been turned off. I don't know why the shot clock's even on. After the made free throw. As the bucket is good. And reset the game clock. I thought for sure that there was not enough time on the shot clock, not enough time on the game clock. That's going to do it. Regardless, Seawolves back-to-back victories over the Cardinals as UAA will improve their record to 8-1 on the season, as the Cardinals of William Jewell will fall to 2-10 overall on the year. Seawolves were led once again by the senior Vishay Rab. Finishes the game with 16 points on 6 of 13 shooting tonight in 27 minutes of action. As the Cardinals were powered by the new career high of Aiden Shannon at 18 points on 7 of 9 shooting in 34 minutes of action for Aiden Shannon tonight. So the Seawolves will go on the road now for a little while. Seawolves do not have another home game until January 12th when they take on Central Washington, and then also Northwest Nazarene on January the 14th. So be sure you follow the Seawolves as they go on the road. Find out who they're playing and also all the scores, news, and updates at Seawolf Athletics on GoSeawolves.com. Seawolves with the victory tonight by the final score of 75-56. Seawolves have now won 32 in a row against Division II non-conference opponents. So the Seawolves, a little bit more their style here tonight with the victory. It was the third quarter that really separated UAA tonight, as the Seawolves in that third quarter outscored William Jewell 25-7 to distance themselves and pull away with the victory. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. UAA men's basketball back in action towards the end of December. A couple of games against Portland Bible, and then on New Year's Eve against UAF here at the Alaska Airlines Center. So until then, I'm Keaton Homer signing it off. Seawolves victorious 75-56. Good night from the Alaska Airlines Center.